Welcome back to my channel. As promised, I am back with another makeup tutorial. This one is, of course, a glittery eye look, super messy but worth your time. I hope you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial, and don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, and you can also comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do, you do it. So if you're interested in knowing how I achieved this makeup look, please keep watching. Picking up my soft ochre paint pot by MAC, I'm going to start and apply that all over the lid, and this is going to make my eyeshadows last longer, and it's also going to make them pop, and it's also going to prevent them from creasing. Because it dries very tacky, I'm going to go ahead and take the NYC translucent pressed powder, and I'm just going to pack that on with my beauty blender onto the soft ochre, and this is going to give me a smooth slate to apply my eyeshadows on, and it's going to make my life so much more easier when I blend the eyeshadows. I'm also going to pack that on the highest points of my cheeks just because I'm going to be working with glitter, and glitter can be messy. Picking up the Morphe 35 neutral palette, I'm going to start by taking this salmony pinkish, super hard to explain eyeshadow, and I'm just going to buff that into the crease, and this is just going to be our transition shade. Then I will pick up a nice brown eyeshadow, and I'm also going to pop that on top of the salmony eyeshadow, and I'm just going to make sure that everything's blended and just buff that back and forth in windshield like motions. Then I will take a deep plum eyeshadow, and I'm just going to buff that again on top of the first two eyeshadows, and all we're doing here is we're creating depth into the eye and also making sure that our eyes look a lot deeper and well defined. Now going back in with this reddish undertone deep plum eyeshadow, I'm just going to also pop that in the exact same areas that I applied my previous three eyeshadows. And again, all we're doing here is creating depth and just creating a lot more definition on the crease, because this is going to be a soft cut crease slash glittery eye look. I don't even know. Anyways, I'm just blending that out with a big fat fluffy brush, picking up my Whisper Pink glitter, and I'm just going to wet that with MAC Fix Plus, and this helps in the application by giving it a smooth consistency to glide your eyeshadow on. It also helps with the fallout. There aren't as many fallout once your pigment is wet. Here I'm just going to pack that pigment all over the lid, and this is just going to be our base for the glitter. Picking up NYX Crystal Liner, I'm going to use this as a glitter glue since I do not own a glitter glue, so I'm just improvising here, please don't judge. I'm going to apply that all over the areas that I will be applying the glitter on, and then I will take my Raining Riches, I think that's what this thing is called. It's so hard for me to see because the print is so tiny. Anyways, I'm going to pack that on top of the Whisper Pink, and I'm just going to really pack that glitter on, and as you can see, there is tons of fallout, which I was prepared for. Then I will take my Stila liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my wing liner. I did allow the glitter to dry a little bit because on the other eye I didn't. That really helped on the application of my eyeliner. Here I'm just doing a typical wing. Once the wing is done, I'm going back with the reddish deep plum eyeshadow, and I'm just going to carve out the crease a little bit more with a soft square brush, and this is just going to define it a tiny bit more. Picking up a Buttery from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Artist Palette, I'm going to apply that on the brow bone area just for a little bit of a highlight. And then I will take my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and coat my upper lashes. And then I will apply my falsies on. These are the Demi Wispies mixed with something else from Ardell. I will let you know. I loved how this style turned out. That is why I'm using it on this tutorial as well, because I really like this style. Then I will go back in with a small fluffy brush and just soften the crease a little bit better, just because it's a soft crease, not a full-on cut crease. Taking any nude liner, and I'm just going to apply that on my bottom waterline. You guys know I always do this step. Then I will take the two deep plum eyeshadows with a square, more defined brush. I'm going to run that along the bottom lash line. Now I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe and make sure that all the fallout is off. Then I will prep my skin using the Maybelline Pore Eraser, and then I will apply my L'Oreal Infallible in the shade 104, and I'm just going to buff that into the skin with my damp beauty blender. Then I will take the Maybelline H1 concealer and I'm going to highlight my face by applying it underneath my eyes in an upside down triangle shape. And then I'm also going to apply that on the forehead, on the bridge of the nose, on the chin, on the smile lines, and on the jawline. And now that we look like a crazy monster, it's time to blend the heck out of this concealer. To set the concealer, I'm taking my Shading Light palette by Kat Von D. I'm going to mix these two powders on top, and I'm going to set my concealer and foundation with these two shades. I really love this palette, you guys. It's like my everyday ride or die. I love it. Once I set my foundation, my face is looking super flat, so I will go in with the Hard Candy bronzer, and this one is in Heat Wave. And my Real Technique brush, I'm going to go ahead and start giving my face a little bit more color. I'm going to apply that bronzer on the hollows of the cheeks, on the jawline, on the temples, and on the forehead, and underneath the chin. I'm mixing these two bronzers and I'm just going to strictly apply that on the hollows of the cheeks just to make them a little bit more contour and more prominent and more bronzy. Now I'm going to contour my nose off camera. Here is a before and after. I have an in-depth tutorial on my nose contouring. If you're interested, I will link it down below. For blush today, I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette. I'm going to take this corner blush and I'm just going to pack that on the apples of the cheeks and softly blending it upwards towards my temple. Then I'm taking my Essence All About Sunrise eyeshadow palette and I'm going to mix these two first eyeshadows, and oh my god, you guys, please you tell me how this highlight looks. It looks gorgeous. I have hit pan on this. It's so crazy how good and pigmented and smooth and silky these eyeshadows are, and the palette is only $4. You cannot beat that. For my nose, I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to draw a dot on the tip of my nose and just apply that a little bit on the bridge of the nose. This is the updated nose highlight. Then I'm just going to apply mascara on my lower lashes, and I forgot to highlight the Cupid's bow, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to highlight the Cupid's bow once more with the Essence eyeshadows. Now I'm taking Muse, which is a BH liquid lipstick, and I'm just going to apply this lipstick all over the lips, and I do not overdraw my lips. I cannot explain to you guys how I don't ever overline my lips, and people are accusing me of overlining my lips. But then again, you can have a seat and wait for me to care. I thought this was the last step, which was spraying Max Fix Plus all over the face and let it sink into the skin. But I forgot to highlight my inner corner, so I'll do that right now, taking the same eyeshadows, and I'm just going to really pack that on the inner corner of the eye just to balance out the highlight. So this concludes this makeup tutorial, you guys, really quickly because I am in a rush to get out. Anyways, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and that is just M. And also don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, you guys, and as always, I'll see you in my next tutorial very soon. Bye bye.